Welcome to the Neuropathy Support Group and Podcast. I'm Chris, and I'm so glad you tuned in. It's my hope with this podcast to help all of us gather information that might help those that need support dealing with this debilitating issue. Hello, and welcome to this podcast. Before we get started, let's get the formalities out of the way with the medical and privacy disclaimer. I am not a doctor or medical professional. The information on this podcast is from personal experiences and is meant for group support. Additionally, the information discussed is not meant to diagnose, treat, or cure any underlying conditions associated with neuropathy. All names here within are private and will not be shared with any outside sources. Please consult your healthcare provider before making any health decisions. If you have medical concerns or an immediate emergency, please contact your doctor or dial 911. How's everyone doing this Monday? I hope you had a great weekend. My weekend wasn't that bad. I actually spent some time out in the pool. But I did find out that when I'm out in the pool, I really can't feel my legs. So I don't know if I'm kicking hard enough or fast enough to keep my body afloat. Well, of course, I started sinking. So I think the deep end is going to be some time before I go back that way. But I'll stay out in the shallow end. It was nice to get in the pool anyways. It's 109 here where I live, and it's crazy, but I just wanted to let you know, at least I got that going. And I gotta say, with this topic we're gonna be talking about today is why do I feel exhausted? 12 reasons, plus the solutions. If you're feeling overly tired or have little energy, you're not alone. Fatigue may be caused by simple factors like a lack of sleep, or coming down with the cold or the flu. However, it can also be caused by underlying health conditions. Even though everyone feels tired from time to time, chronic fatigue can harm your quality of life and prevent you from doing things you enjoy. In most cases, fatigue can be remedied by lifestyle or dietary modifications and treating an underlying medical condition. Still, to improve fatigue, you need to get to the bottom of what's causing it. So here are 12 potential reasons why you're always tired. Number 1, not getting enough high-quality sleep. Getting enough sleep is essential for overall health. Unfortunately, many of us don't get enough, which may lead to being fatigued. During sleep, your body performs a number of critical processes, including releasing important growth hormones and repairing and regenerating cells. This is why most people wake up feeling refreshed, alert, and energized after a night of high-quality sleep. Importantly, sleep should be restful and uninterrupted to allow your brain to go through 3 stages of non-rapid eye movement sleep and 1 stage of rapid eye movement sleep, the stage in which you dream. Even though sleep time should be individualized, the American Academy of Sleep Medicine and Sleep Research Society recommends that adults get at least 7 hours of sleep per night for optimal health. You may know the importance of getting enough sleep. Falling and staying asleep can be a struggle. Insomnia is a term for any condition that causes difficulty falling or staying asleep. It can be caused by several factors, including menopause, medical conditions, psychological stress, poor sleeping environments, and excessive mental stimulation. Insomnia is very common. In fact, one review noted that up to 40% of adults in the U.S. experience insomnia at some point in a given year. Short-term insomnia, which lasts less than 3 months, is more common and affects 9.5% of the U.S. population. Yet, in 1 in 5 cases of short-term insomnia turns into chronic insomnia, which occurs 3 or more times per week and lasts longer than 3 months. If you're experiencing insomnia, treatments like natural supplements, medications, and the management of underlying medical conditions may help. Visit your doctor to get the appropriate care and treatment. So in summary, inadequate or poor quality sleep is a common cause of fatigue, stress, medical conditions, and poor sleeping environments may negatively affect sleep and trigger insomnia. If you experience any of these symptoms or issues, consult your doctor for advice. Number 2, nutrient issues. Nutrient issues may lead you to feel exhausted on a daily basis, even if you're getting more than 7 hours of sleep. Some of those may be iron. You're low on iron, riboflavin, which is vitamin B2, niacin, which is vitamin B3, vitamin B5, B6, B9, B12, vitamin D, vitamin C, and magnesium. Now, from those right there, I take B12, and I also take B1, which is not listed, and I also take vitamin D. Anemia affects 25% of the world's population. Iron anemia is the most common type condition, but it typically improves once iron stores are restored. Furthermore, studies suggest that if 20% of the people in the United States and the United Kingdom ages 60 and over are low in vitamin 12. This is especially common in older adults because the body's ability to absorb B12 declines with age. B12 is critical for oxygen delivery and energy production, so low levels can cause extreme fatigue. Over half of the world's population has inadequate vitamin D levels. Because these issues are quite often, it's important to have your levels tested regularly. Typically, fatigue related to vitamin issues in one or more nutrients improves once your nutrient level normalizes. The summary on this one is certain nutrients such as iron and vitamin B and D may cause fatigue. Your doctor can test for nutrient issues and suggest appropriate treatments. All right, number 3 is stress. Although some stress is normal, chronic stress is linked to fatigue. In fact, chronic stress may lead to the stress-related exhaustion disorder, a medical condition characterized by psychological and physical symptoms of exhaustion. Furthermore, chronic stress may cause structural and functional changes in your brain and lead to chronic inflammation, which may contribute to symptoms like fatigue. While you may be unable to avoid stressful situations, especially those related to work or family obligations, managing your stress may help prevent complete exhaustion. For example, you can set aside time to decompress by taking a bath, meditating, or going for a walk. A therapist may also help you develop strategies to reduce stress. Many health insurance plans cover mental health counseling, and virtual therapy is also an option. In summary, excessive stress may cause fatigue and reduce your quality of life. Prioritizing time for yourself and going to therapy may help you manage stress. Alright, number 4, certain medical conditions. If you're experiencing unexplained chronic fatigue, you should visit your doctor and discuss your symptoms. They may recommend testing to rule out certain health conditions that cause fatigue, such as sleep apnea, cancer, chronic fatigue syndrome, multiple sclerosis, and anxiety disorders, kidney disease, depression, diabetes, and fibromyalgia. It's important to know that it's abnormal to feel exhausted all the time. If you experience frequent fatigue, there's likely one or more causes. Getting proper treatment for an underlying medical condition can help you feel better and improve other areas of health as well. In the summary, numerous medical conditions are linked to fatigue. If you're chronically tired, it's important to visit your healthcare professional to undergo appropriate testing. Number 5, dietary imbalances. Your diet significantly addresses and affects the way you feel. To maintain energy and get the nutrients your body needs to perform critical processes, it's important to consume a balanced diet high in nutrient-dense foods. Undereating or eating ultra-processed foods low in essential nutrients may lead to calorie issues, which can cause exhaustion. When you don't obtain enough calories and nutrients like protein, your body starts breaking down fat and muscles to meet energy demands. This leads to a loss of body fat and muscle mass, which may trigger fatigue. Older adults are especially at risk of malnutrition, nutrient issues due to factors like age-related changes in appetite and reductions in physical activity. Additionally, diets high in ultra-processed foods impair energy levels. For example, a diet in high added sugar may harm sleep and lead to chronically high blood sugar and insulin levels, which can result in fatigue. In a 28-day trial, 82 people, a diet high in refined sugars and highly processed grains resulted in 38% and 26% higher scores for depression symptoms and fatigue, respectively, than a low glycemic load diet high in whole grains but low in added sugar. What's more, a review indicating over 53,000 postmenopausal women associated diet highs in added sugar and refined grains with a greater risk of insomnia, and diets high in fruits, vegetables, and whole grains with a lower risk of insomnia. Following a diet low in ultra-processed foods, added sugar, but rich in nutrient-dense foods like fruits, vegetables, and protein sources like fish and eggs may help reduce fatigue and support healthy sleep while providing your body with optimal nutrition. So in summary, a diet high in ultra-processed foods may hamper your energy levels, so transitioning to a nutrient-dense diet loaded with whole and nourishing foods like fruits, vegetables, may reduce fatigue. Number 6, consuming too much caffeine. Although caffeinated beverages like coffee and energy drinks give you a temporary boost of energy, over-reliance on them may make you more tired the next day. That's because too much caffeine can harm sleep, which may cause fatigue. Research shows that feeling tired in the morning leads people to consume large amounts of caffeine, which impairs your sleep cycle. In turn, you may overuse coffee or other caffeinated drinks for energy, which continues the cycle of poor sleep followed by too much caffeine. Drinking too much caffeine is linked to increased nighttime worry, sleepiness, increased nighttime awakenings, decreased total sleep time, and daytime sleepiness. A study in 462 women linked high-calorie coffee and energy drinks intake to poor sleep quality and sleep disturbance. Those who didn't drink these beverages reported better sleeping quality. Still, caffeine tolerance varies, and some people are so sensitive to caffeine's effects on sleep than others. While coffee and caffeinated drinks like green tea may benefit health when consumed in moderation, energy drinks are extremely high in stimulants and added sugar. Thus, you should avoid them whenever possible. If you're currently experiencing sleep issues and frequently drink caffeinated beverages, try cutting back to which helps improve your health and energy levels. And finally, the summary. Relying too heavily on caffeinated beverages may harm your sleep cycle and lead to fatigue. Therefore, cutting back on caffeine may help restore your sleep and energy levels. Alright, well, I didn't know it was going to take this long to get through this lesson. So what I'm going to do is, I'm up to 6 right now. Number 7 is my next one to read. I'm going to go ahead and break here, give you only 6 things to talk about this week. And next week I'm going to come back and do the rest of them. Again, thank you for being part of this podcast. I love you all. Please take care. Go outside and enjoy your time. Don't sit down and sit and talk and think about your issues that you have. Let's all be strong together. And together we can get over this and get through it. See you next Monday. As we come to a close, it's my hope this podcast and other sources, such as product reviews that I have discussed today, can better our lives and give us some relief dealing with neuropathy. This episode plus others are posted every Monday on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, iTunes, Spotify, and Stitcher. And finally, whatever life throws at you, even if it hurts you, just be strong and fight through it. Remember, strong walls shake, but never collapse. Talk to you next Monday.